Last month, you probably remember, our next guest turned a button, pressed a button, and turned on the lights at the first night game in Wrigley Field in Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is at work. We have the videotape of this event. Here's Harry right there.
1, a 2, a 3, let there be.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Harry Grossman. Harry, are you back there? Hi, Harry. Pleasure to meet you. Good. Watch your step coming up here. Good to have you here, Harry. Nice to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you very much. And I understand that one of the conditions of you coming here was that we got you to the ball game tonight.
Oh, that's right.
How many Cub games have you seen?
Over 4,000.
4,000 of them.
Right.
And the first one, what year was that?
Well, I think it was 1906.
Mm-hmm.
So the championship Cubs played out there.
1906.
That's right.
So that's 82 years ago.
It's 82 years ago.
Wow.
Right.
And right away you became a fan?
Pardon?
You became a fan instantly?
Yeah. See, I lived at a ballpark, and I went to the...
You lived at the ballpark?
No. I lived near the ballpark.
Near the ballpark.
I was going to school, and I passed the ballpark, and I heard all the cheering and everything else.
Right.
So I was wondering what it is, and there was a baseball, and I got interested in that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you've been going for 82
and ever
years.
since then, I've been a baseball fan.
Yeah. You've seen some of the greatest players in the history of the game then at Wrigley Field, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I've seen them all.
Who sticks out in your mind? Who do you like? Who do you remember as being, when you saw them, you said to yourself, yeah, that's a great player?
Well, I've seen so many, it's pretty hard to pick out of maybe 15,000 or 20,000 ball players. I've seen Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, Hans Wagner, Hank Greenberg, Bully Mays, Mickey Mantle. I've seen Roger Hornsby. I've seen them all.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick out a ball player.
When you would see Babe Ruth play, was there? Did he stand out? Did you say to yourself, yeah, this guy is destined for immortality, or was he in those days just another player? Because there were, as you mentioned, a lot of great players.
He was an outstanding player.
Yeah.
Because everybody looked to see every time he got up the bat, everybody wanted him to hit a home run.
Yeah.
Well, he almost accommodated those people. See, yeah. He really was outstanding.
How did they select you to turn on the lights for the first night game?
I wrote an article for the Vine Line, which is a very colorful, interesting, and informative newspaper that Cubs put out. And
you don't have a piece of that publication, do you, Harry?
And I wrote the article, and the publisher read it, and he accepted it. He says it's one of the best articles he wrote. So he put a part of the issue in the June issue, and then he put some in the July issue.
Cubs people saw it and said
people saw it. Yeah. And then from that, a sports store in Chicago, very exclusive store, picked out, saw me there, and they wanted me to appear in a store because they had these Let There Be Lights shirts that were just going to put them on sale, and I accommodated them, and there were reporters from the newspapers and the Sun-Times and the Tribune, and they wrote a little article in those papers, and then the TV, and there also was a CBS and
excuse me a second here, Harry. The Today Show is coming, so we have to wrap this up. But anyway, they said, here's a typical Cub fan. Let's have him turn on the lights. The man has been out.
Well, then they put an article in the newspaper, and from there they picked up. The Cub manager picked it up and said, "Well, this guy is pretty good. Let's put him on." Okay. So I was lucky enough and fortunate enough.
Did you feel honored? Obviously.
Oh, I'm highly honored because out of millions of fans, they picked me out.
And how do you feel about having lights there at Wrigley Field?
Oh, they're wonderful.
Really?
Oh, sure. Because it gives a chance to fellow who cannot come to the games during the day, and he's just as good a fan as I am.
Right, but you don't subscribe to the theory that purists feel that baseball should be played during the daytime under the sun.
Well, it can be played at night or it can be played at day, as long as it's a ball game. To me, it's entertaining.
Well, that's true.
To me, it's...
Harry, let Why don't you tell us what this is? This is you in your baseball uniform. We're going to look at this. Here you are. What year was this? What do we have? The 1915, is that right?
1915.
1915 and
high school.
McKinley High School. What position did you play?
Third base.
Good third base?
And I was a good one, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're done here, you're out to Shea Stadium to see the Cubs and the Mets.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to the game this after this.
Wouldn't you like it if the Cubs would get into the playoffs a little more frequently? Wouldn't you like to see them win a pennant occasionally?
Well, actually, being a Cub fan, I like to say, I've been waiting a long, long, long time.
Nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Harry Grossman, and we'll be right back. All right. Harry, good to meet you. When is your birthday? When will you be 92? When is your birthday?
Birthday, December 25th.
So you got a birthday coming up?
Yeah,
Christmas?
Christmas Day.
Pretty good deal.
The guy upstairs and I are like this.
Got a deal. Oh, yeah. I guess you do.
I got a deal going.
We'll see if you can't pull some weight for the Cubs then.
Yeah.
My thanks also to Tony Childs and the lovely and talented Terry Garr. We'll see you tomorrow night, folks. Thank you very much.